Look at this man. Laughing. He's laughing at the blade coming at him. Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film I'm very happy to be seeing again. I saw this in theaters when it was out, and that film is going to be Dune 2. We recently rewatched Dune, the original film, and also the 2020 Dune as well, too. And I'm just so excited to be rewatching this again. I've only watched it once when I was in theaters, so it's going to be my second time viewing this. And I hope to kind of be able to have like a better lens on this, because, you know, seeing it in the theater, especially your first time, is quite the experience for those of you who have actually seen this in theaters. But yeah, I am, for many reasons, excited to dive into this and hopefully, you know, give some insight into maybe how some of the shots were made and some of the things that poke out to me, and just simply appreciate that of quality. You know, quality is nothing, no stranger here. We definitely appreciate that, whether if it's on TV shows or on movies such as this, or even underrated movies, because we definitely do watch that. Shout out to After Sun. But yeah, I'm very, very, very hyped to get into this and maybe gain more insight in my second viewing. You guys let me know, you know, what was your first experience with this film? How did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you see it in theaters? Did you not see it in theaters? I'm curious to hear about it. Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, I appreciate the love and support. Again, the best way to do so is by checking out the Patreon, just in case you want to look at early access things, or maybe some uncut versions of this film, or maybe other films that are on this channel. There's a good bit of them, so you'll have a good time. You can also support by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. At the end of the day, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we finally hop into Dune 2. Power over spice is power over all. I'm sure you guys, just geographically, back in the day, back in early history, yeah, spice was crazy. Spice was literally power. I mean, the spice trades, all of it. I think this is such a cool sci-fi approach. I've never seen anything like it, and I think that is so awesome, you know? But again, if you guys want to be able to see and hear all that I have to say about this film, you can by checking out the Patreon, just in case if your favorite part isn't in this edit. You can sync up your copy of the film with mine, and you'll be good to go.
By morning, the Atreides were no more.
War is war.
All died in the dark.
Type of vibe. That's insane. I love how that match cut of like the smoke being showing the god rays from the bodies, and then match cut into these god rays. That's wild.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets.
I'm going to put y'all on to a really good sci-fi book that I read when I was in Japan. It's called Dorsai. I wish I remembered the author's name. Good book. Reminds me of Dune, actually. I love that these takes are so long as well, too. I mean, this is with a lot of his films, but every scene is baked with intention. It's so incredible. Which is great, because it just lets me know, like, yeah, every scene I'm watching is it's worth watching. Yeah, seeing this scene in the theaters, this is just straight sci-fi. This is, dear goodness, man. With the color, the crimson orange. I mean, it really makes Arrakis feel so alive. I love that when we got a low shot, we were able to hear the sand more clearly on that. I think that's really, really cool. Just elements like that, it, you know, they subtly immerse us, you know? That's so cool, bro. I never thought, because just floating would look so cool, bro. This is so awesome, man. I mean, I just love the contrast of these colors. I don't think I've seen colors like this ever since Blade Runner 2049, I would think. I just love all the technological things they had to invent just to survive out here. It kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, what happened prior to the Fremen? How the hell, you know?
Sit stabra.
I wonder how much of this is like in combination, or let's just say in tandem with CGI and practical effects. And I'm talking primarily with the locations. They probably use the CGI to increase dynamic range, like, you know, for giant spaces, just to show how massive they are. You know, and obviously kept the
Who goes the?
practical effects for more closer shots, or at least shots that don't need to do that. Regardless, it helps with the immersion, because this place looks incredible. You really get to feel like you are in Arrakis in this film. More so like you're a part of it.
It's the only way I can get to the Emperor.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Hell, I do.
I love that. I love that he's like, hell, I do, you know? I don't blame him, especially after what they did to him and just his entire family. Like, what the hell? I don't know about you, but I'm gathering up everybody. I'm sending a flock your way. A flock of worms, bruh. This reminds me so much of just embalming of like a mummy, right? And just the overall ritual of that. There's just so many layers to this. Like, if I was reading this in a book, I'd be like, this is awesome. And the fact that we're being shown this is something really special. I mean, just look at all the gadgets that had to have been made for this specific scene, you know? Like, this was, I don't know, it's hard to comprehend it sometimes, but yeah, all this stuff was just made for this. Like, it's awesome.
Dying of thirst would ever drink this water. This is sacred. Jamis is water.
I love the immediate scene-to-scene representation of Jamis and his body going into the well, just to showcase how many souls are in that.
What if I would refuse?
Then he's not listen Gaib, and you have no purpose to serve. What else is left to do then but to return your water to the well?
Bro, his acting is incredible throughout this entire film. It's really great. I'm so happy that he was turned into a meme. I mean, we're obviously about to hit that point, but one of my other favorite moments was when the baby got bathed in the blue liquid and the sound that happened. Oh man, I'm so hyped for that moment. Yeah, this scene absolutely rocks. I love this. I love that. Baby essentially has just massive superpowers now. Just foresight on some Eren Yeager types.
Dora Shash! Shalahatslik.
Imagine a baby receiving thousands and thousands of years of pain and knowledge from this culture. And anything else that comes with that. That's so insane. I love that.
I'm not here to lead. Nezi Hajega, Giftak. Let me fight beside you. That's all I'm asking.
The guy is not thinking about good nation. That I need.
Listen, I'll keep. Stilgard is like, this man is Oh my God, this man. Let me tell you about this man. I love it. Her acting is really, really great. I mean, if you guys want to talk about feral, that is it right there. That's a feral person.
Centipedes are very nasty. Not the big ones. They're harmless. But the little ones.
Stilgard is, man, he is such a joy whenever he's on screen.
Possess you. Really, be careful. They are demons.
See what I'm saying? I love this guy. I love this guy. He's like, but see, it is true. Don't listen to them. I need Stilgard on a camping trip, my guy. Oh my goodness. Imagine just being around the fire with him. Again, beautiful representation of Arrakis. There's so many color tones to this world. Like, if you just compare a bunch of shots of Arrakis from this film, it won't all just be one color palette. It'll be a plethora of them, actually. Subtle moment, but I found that this is really beautiful, by the way. When I first watched it in theaters, I was wondering, like, what I want to do here, too, is examine their relationship a little bit more. I feel like I was just so taken away by the epicness when I first watched it that, I still felt that their relationship was very solid, but now that I'm rewatching it, that moment there is very special, Sand walking together. I love how the camera just slings throughout this. It's like movement along with them. Just showing them how they can just run through just several of these guys. It's just so awesome. I love that the camera follows everywhere they go. We don't just linger on the outside when they go under. We actually go underneath the damn harvester itself. My guy just runs right into them. That's so dope. How are you gonna run straight into a 2v1? You know how dope that is? That's so wild. That's so awesome. Just like that shot. Just like that damn shot. That is so great. I love, like, the technology when it comes to that, where the bullet or whatever that damn thing was, it's just like penetrating the shield, and then once it finally breaks through, how it just explodes. Like, the physics within that is awesome. I love the balance between passion and revenge.
Dakin.
With our character, it's so good because his revenge
I see.
is like sharpened into an urge to be amongst these people and to have their power. I find that to be so great and fascinating. It gives his revenge so much more depth, as well as his character. And the fact that that's just the surface level of this movie is kind of crazy, right? Because you got a bunch of other things happening and swirling in the matrix of it all. I mean, bro, could you imagine going to work like that? That's pretty fire. Stilgard is just up early morning, casually writing a damn a planet worm.
Yes. Sometimes it rains for weeks on Caladan. When you see sand here, imagine water.
Damn, that is a beautiful shot. I love how infinite this space is, and they're just intimate together. Yeah, I mean, one of the critiques I've heard from a friend of mine was that, you know, the relationship between the two just didn't feel as real. And I guess maybe when it's shown through a montage, you don't really get that instead of the previous scene. But I mean, the montage shows me. I mean, it also kind of makes sense when you think of it. When you go into war, when you're fighting battles and surviving with somebody, your intimacy grows tenfolds with them. You don't really feel it as much during the montage, but it's shown, and it makes sense. We were also given that intimate moment prior to that scene as well, too.
Be direct. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Hey, I'm serious. Nothing fancy, or you will shame my teaching.
Oh,
Still guard, man, he's awesome, bro. Damn, I love this character.
Or if you die.
He's like his his vibe is always like, listen, I hope that you can do it, or you'll die. All right, good luck. Pat you on the back and then lead you on your way. This is super subtle, but I love the purple hues that are within the shadows of the sand. Usually this happens when you're in daytime and, you know, the sun is up, high up. You'll see like a bluish, sometimes purplish tint within the shadows. And the next time you look around, look at the shadows when the sun is really high up. It was a cool gradient within the dunes. That's a big boy. That looks like a volcano. That looks like a mountain is exploding in the distance, but it's coming towards you. God, this scene is so cool. Oh my God, I just love the depth of field within this. It's also beautiful composition. Dude, that is wild. That is so wild, man. I'm so happy to see this again. This is awesome. Again, I love how the camera is not afraid to get into it. You know, we don't see this from the outside. We are in this thing. Can't see. I would have loved to see how they did that scene right there, where his body like lifted up a little bit, because this looks like they practically made the shell of the worm. So I wonder what they used to kind of imitate the rocking of it, especially when you're being flung up. Me, I'm riding worms with a do-rag, bro. You know how dope that would look, man. And you can really feel it. You can really feel the celebration right here. You kidding me? Riding a space worm?
As long as I breathe.
Man, those words hit, don't they? Those words hit. Because if I remember correctly, doesn't he say that towards the end as well, too?
What is she saying now?
She says you're blinded by love, and she reminds you that you must reserve your hand for the most strategic alliance.
That's crazy. She ain't even been born yet. She's not even out the damn stomach, bruh.
I do believe. I believe I matter to these people. I believe I'm making a difference.
The crazy part is she's 100% right. Like, in a way, she is. She's just speaking like, she's speaking as if she sees the entire timeline. saucy. What the absolute sauce, man. In and out. It actually reminds me of that that scene from the opening scene from The Last Samurai.
Muad'Dib means kangaroo mouse. An unusual war name for a Fremen.
I love how clocked in she was. You know, she's really smart. The way she was able to break down that situation is really, really good. I don't think I just noticed how smart she was outside of the, you know, obvious dialogue from her father, basically praising her. Yeah, this entire segment is just otherworldly. Filming this in like negatives, man, this is so damn awesome. Again, just the different color palettes of Arrakis. Don't look too closely at those figures. don't do it. They was moving like Madden. the crowd in Madden. Fire. Dude, the music, man, like, come on, bro. You telling me if you don't, you're not gonna feel like you could destroy 50 people if you were put in that scene? Come on. Goddamn. Having in next, just, I love when he does that. He's like, nah! Man, it's just on crack, dude. I remember cracking up in the theater when he did that. Oh, man. That's awesome. Like a Raymond Rabbit.
Show me who you are.
I love that line. Show me who you are. Because this scene definitely shows him who he is. He's like, bro, I don't need this. We going for the blood. Look at this man. Laughing. He's laughing at the blade coming at him.
You front-runner traitors.
I dig it. I think it gives him so much character. Like, he's not just an absolute maniac. He craves a fight. A good one.
You've been in desert.
I love how they use the voice. I love how just the cinematography and the editing, they merge together and create this trance. Low-key, it's kind of like how Euphoria does with its cinematography. At least the scenes that I've seen. I haven't watched the actual series, but some of the scenes kind of, you know, use slow motion and effects like this. They just be going around the universe, mating with the best possible candidate. That's pretty wild.
Can he be redeemed?
He can be controlled. He's sexually vulnerable.
And?
The bloodline is secured.
That's crazy. That's such a crazy thing to just say. The bloodline is secured. What? That looks so awesome. That looks so awesome. They do scale so well in this film. It's so damn incredible. East! I mean, what can you do? How do you get spice to begin with? How are you successful to begin with? There's so many ways your damn harvester can just get annihilated, and then you got the worm to think about.
I recognize your footsteps.
I love how that dialogue comes back into play from the other film. I love that. It's good to see these two together.
I've heard many stories about Muad'Dib. None of them pretty.
You see the fear. No, our resources are limited. Fear is all we have.
When your resources are limited, fear is all we have. Whew. If that don't sound like a rebellion, a revolution, then I don't know what.
Firepower. Which you don't have. And here I am.
With nukes. With all the nukes.
Father hid the family atomics.
Man said, yo, listen, you need firepower? I literally have atomic bombs.
Not clever.
Did you find it?
I didn't look for it.
How many heads exactly?
Enough to blow up the whole planet.
Man, they got some good moments in this film. They were both like, what? Again, you know, I love the tandem between his revenge and curing the planet, trying to free these people, you know, using atomic bombs, and the thought of it as being used as freedom is quite literally the exact comparison to otherwise a more nuanced theme that I just told you, you know, like how his revenge is kind of like in tandem with, you know, him trying to find his way, him trying to free these people and save these people. God, this film is just, like, I hope you guys understand just how dense this film is. This is incredible. Like, just everything. This thing speaks to me like it's a novel, because it is. But, like, man, I mean, that's powerful. There's just so much practice. There's so much spirit. There's so much reasoning behind every action.
Dune. Let him try.
Dude, that's so wild, bruh. She's just like, listen, if you're not going to listen to me, I'm just going to use this damn voice.
Kiss my feet, brother.
Eviscerate them!
That was low-key a really good fall, by the way. That was very good. The fact that he fell on his head, like, that's a good fall. I don't think any stunt double would be like, yeah, that's really good.
For his hands. He needs to see. As far as he can see.
I love that line. That's such a great line.
You need to see.
I need to remember that line the next time I'm in Minecraft. I'm just gonna scale the highest mountain and just be like, I need to see.
And then I will do what must be done.
I love how she's letting him waste his tears, by the way. I feel like usually she would, like, you know, hark on him for that. But that's good. I mean, again, we're seeing how tears are just impactful within this film, just for the fact of them being water, you know? I love how just the merging of his homes, just clashing with that. You can see your past, and now you can see your future. We have his home world with the water colliding with the sand of Arrakis.
You might not believe in the prophecy, but you're a part of it.
You're the poison. You and your lies. Why would you do this?
Every single time she's like, listen, I'm trying to give you choice, but if you keep messing with me, I'm just going to force you. I'm going to use the voice. You cannot escape a canon event. Yeah, prophecy looking real scary when stuff like that happens, right? Damn. I love that voice of Arise coming in. The voice just speaking to him from within.
Are you sure?
Thanks to you.
What literally happened reminds me of when Aaron kissed Historia's hand and woke up and he just had that face of like everything just smacking him. Just like how she smacked him. That was crazy. I did not plan that. I'm telling you, I drunk some of the juice, y'all.
By being Harkonnens.
And then you cut to a sea of black. God. Yeah, we were talking about, you know, those worlds, what we saw in his vision with the sand and the water, and now you're interpreting or incorporating the black tar or whatever the heck type of coloring this is, the charcoal, I would say, you know, to the Harkonnen in him. I think that's just really smart color grading. That's very smart use of color and just storytelling. And I feel like as the film itself moves towards war, he embraces that Harkonnen inside of him.
This is none of your business.
Rabban Harkonnen himself killed my family. He gave me this scar to remember him by. This is all of my business.
I feel that. He's like, I'm gonna get my lick back. I will not argue with a person who says that.
It is the only way.
I'm pointing the way!
I love it. I love this energy that he comes with, man. It's pretty great.
Dune.
Is that a game? Yeah, he's like, oh, this ain't a game. I don't blame you, bro. That's why I said the prophecy is getting real scary. It's getting real scary. Smack them with some accuracy.
Lisan al-Gaib! Ruin di Menaruk! Ashiki! Lisan al-Gaib!
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. He's in his bag. He is in his bag. It's literally what happens when you gain control of that power.
Malik.
Guys, what the hell? Look at that. What the heck, man? That's wild. Just a reflection being shown off of that ship. I love how the buildup of all those thumpers just... they're playing into the song. How they merged into it all in one piece. That is so awesome, man. God damn. Just the destructive power of all of that, man. Otherworldly. The VFX team, damn, y'all. You guys made a masterpiece. Man's about to see the worst nightmare of his life. The thumpers again. The sound design is awesome. Dude, what the hell are you gonna do? He's just standing there. Come on, man. No shot. God, dude, I would hate to be any of them right now. It's game over. This was such a battle plan. I loved it. God, I love how the camera's just tracking it too. And behind them is the storm, so they can't even fly. This is great. This is such a brilliant strategy. It's insane. And that's just one sector of it. Woo, man, I love this. This is so awesome. I'm sorry if I'm just geeking out now. I can't even say anything about the damn filmmaking. I don't care, man. This is awesome. I love how that scene also reflected the scene from the 2020 Dune. Yeah, this is most definitely his kill, by the way. Oh, man, I love this.
Grandfather.
Woo! The fact that he said grandfather right there, too. Just hitting him with knowledge. He knows. That was anticlimactic. But I get it. There's a lot in this film.
This isn't over yet.
I want you to know I will love you as long as I breathe.
Yeah, because he's about to break this girl's heart. He's like, listen, I have to stay focused.
You're out of your mind.
He's bluffing.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Silence!
I love that. I love that. That's a cool parallel to the OG film.
Stand or choose your champion.
I'm here, Atreides.
About that action. Man stepped up. He's like, I'm here, Atreides. Dude's ready. Oh, man. Everybody's just with it. They are about it, bro. Like, in a way, this is a dance in itself, you know, similar to, like, sand walking. These two are kind of dancing. It's just in a different form. That was a crazy move he just did. I didn't know you could flip that many times. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking back at this scene again, and I didn't realize just how intimate this scene is because they're family. Like, in a way, he's also kind of... I don't know, this is all interpretation, by the way.
Listen again!
Listen again! Oh my god! That is just... That's so good. That's so good. Fremen are going to the stars, man. Damn. Whew. I love that it ended it on her. Her choosing to stay while the Holy War continues. Guys, that is the end of Dune Part 2. Damn, this film rocked. Alright, guys, we just got done Dune 2. This was such a great film to rewatch, man. Just, like, I don't even know what to say other than the fact that this film is just brilliantly just choreographed the whole way through. I mean, not only are you within Paul Atreides' mind and his ascension into what he has to do in his position of power, but that is, like, as deep as that sounds, that is literally the surface level. Like, there's so many more things happening because you have the world of Arrakis that is so wonderfully shown to us in all of its climates, all of its atmospheres, and then you have the faith, the religion, that aspect that glues the emotion, the war cries of the Fremen. And then you have the Fremen and just how they live, us going deeper into the technology of that, into their religion, into how their aspect of life is, you know, just their temples, their shrines, their rituals for the dead, how they appreciate one another, like that's not even it. That's not even just that's again just tip of the iceberg. We're talking about how he ridden the damn space worm, and then how that juice, the blue juice of the space worm, how that is just furthering the additional film that is about to, hopefully come forth. But that sci-fi element as well. We got the Bene Gesserit and their many political and numerous chess moves all over the universe. We have the Emperor, and how his ascension to power was basically with the Deseret and his relation with the Harkonnens and just all the other war factions as well too. I mean, then we have the more subtle themes, like I talked about with revenge and freedom, and how I love the idea of revenge and freedom and war kind of merging with one another with advanced technology, and how we can have moments where the two of them are sand walking, and how that intimacy between the two is built. But it also furthers this revenge as he's about to go to war with people, man. We have the dance between him and his cousin. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting their names, but the Harkonnen cousin, and his story, and just how, I don't know, looking back at their fight, it looks just like how the sand walking was, but obviously through a Harkonnen aspect. I find that to be so fascinating, just the merging of themes, the merging of families, and the merging of cultures, and the aspects of those cultures, and how one another communicates through that. And communication, as I said, within the Dune 2020 film, is a massive part. I mean, information is key, but the communication of that aspect is just as important. And there's so many interpretable forms of communication. Obviously, there's like the more practical approaches, like the sign language, and the Bene Gesserit using their form of communication with the voice, and just knowledge in itself being a form of communication. But in this one, it feels like it's deepened itself with communicating to one another. So again, the Harkonnen doing the battle, just the arena, and just how that is incorporated in their culture, and how that's essentially their love language, if I were to, get a little bit more modern with it. And how the sand walking is essentially a love language within the Fremens, amongst the Fremens. And man, guys, this is just really incredible. That one scene where, after he drinks the that good old Jamba Juice, and how the merging of his worlds are colliding. You have the sand from the Fremen, and you have the water from Caladan. There we go. Just merging together as he's able to see the past and the future. And then you have the present, where he finds out that he's also Harkonnen. And it cuts to the scene of just almost this scorched earth, this very hard black palette. And it's just, man, just all of that. It just in tandem with one another. It's just so magnificent. I hope that I'm able to highlight some things that you guys just maybe didn't notice, or maybe you just had no clue at all, or maybe you did notice and you're trying to figure out why they decide to do that. Why would the director want to do this? This film is great for many reasons. All right, the VFX is otherworldly. It's probably one of the best VFX, right next to Blade Runner 2049, that I think I've personally ever seen. So, I mean, just from looking at it from an outside perspective, someone who doesn't care about storytelling or care about, filmmaking, you can have a great time with this film just from a straight up visual, eyes on the screen experience. But this is great for so many reasons that I hopefully am doing a good job at communicating. The themes that are within this film are so dense and are so well told, and not even told to us, are so well shown to us, so that way we can interpret that. And the things that are told to us, we can still interpret. I mentioned some of these lines that are said, and how I look back at them from my first viewing, and how they carry so much weight with it. This film has so much weight from every aspect of storytelling, not even just filmmaking, but storytelling. I could ramble forever about this, but I would love to, like, you know, pick this film apart with you guys in the comments section. You guys let me know how you felt about this film. What was your experience seeing it in theaters? I saw it in IMAX, and it was incredible. I mean, my goodness, guys, this is just, man, this is just so good, so good. I will always recommend watching movies in theaters. Guys, I hope that you guys have a great time. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. As always, stay healthy. Dear God, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.